Found him!
Welcome to Fish North Georgia's The Guide. Here's Shane Dover.
Hey guys, it's Shane Dover here with your Fish North Georgia fishing report for Saturday, May 2nd, 2020. So I fished a little tournament on Lake Lanier today out of Thompson Creek. And it was just a small tournament, about 6-7 boats. And the conditions were pretty good this morning. It was a little chilly this morning when we first took off. In around the 50s, I'm guessing, was the outside temperature, and it warmed up pretty nicely through the day to the mid 70s, upper 70s. Water temperature, we fished mostly mid-lake, and water temperature was in the mid 60s to upper 60s. We found some 65 to roughly 67 degree water, and it was tough. It's kind of tough to get bit out there today. We were hoping we'd find some topwater fish early in the morning, and I actually broke off a good one on a buzz bait. Just couldn't get him to the boat. Fluke bite was decent, not what we expected. We'd done some practice, and the fish just weren't there that we had found in practice. So we kind of had to adapt to the conditions. Lot of boat traffic out there. Lake Lanier's been super busy since the entire COVID-19 pandemic going on. A lot of people are taking to the water, which is really cool. I mean, it's cool that people are getting out and enjoying the lake. Makes it tough on us fishermen sometimes, but it is what it is. We just have to adapt to it. So we ended up, my partner Ryan, he caught a couple on fluke keeper size fish, 15 inches, 14, 15 inches. So caught those pretty early, and fluke didn't really pan out much after that. Had some swirls at it, just some that would follow it, but no chasers. We had a little bit of wind. The wind was kind of coming and going as the day went on, and we tried a spinnerbait and had a couple follow it, a couple of kind of smack at it, but nothing real serious. But we did notice that whenever we'd come to a blowdown and we'd cast our spinnerbait up near that blowdown, as we were reeling it back to the boat, we could see blueback herring following it. So we knew that the herring were in the blowdowns. So we tried with a fluke and jig and spinnerbaits, and we just couldn't find any decent fish that were in those blowdowns. So we went and we tried some points, some reef markers, and finally I caught a pretty decent one on a kind of a shallow flat off the side of a point. Had some rock down in there, and I just had to pick up a shaky head and work it real slow down deep, almost dead stick it, and wouldn't even feel the bite, which was weird. I mean, spots usually, they're very aggressive fish. Usually they hammer it pretty hard, but it was just one of those deals where you just cast out, let it hit the bottom, and just kind of wait, and next thing you know, your line would just be swimming off, and you'd go set the hook. So I caught two like that, two pretty good size, 2.5, 3 pounders, and Ryan caught two more, I believe one on a fluke, maybe one more on a shaky head. So we had a limit of fish that went probably around 10 pounds altogether out of 5 fish. But the bait I was actually using a Castleberry Lures, a Castleberry Performance Lure Company. A good friend of mine, Bryson Hall, makes them. He makes this nice little shaky head, spot taker type shaky head, and it's got a screw lock on it. Try to get it up here where you guys can see it. It's a stand-up shaky head. It's got a nice flat surface on the top right there. Stands up great in the water and it slides across rocks real easily. Wood. I mean, I never got this thing hung all day long, and I threw it in all kind of stuff. It's got a recessed line tie that works really great, protects your knot. It's got a screw lock, a centering pin screw lock keeper on it, which works great for your soft plastics. Holds them in place. Super sharp hook. Never had any kind of problem with hookup ratio, man. When I did set the hook on them, they weren't coming off. This thing, I mean, they were pinned and worked really great. I was really impressed with the Castleberry Performance Lures Company with their shaky heads. Really nice stuff. Now the bait I was using is a Lanier baits. This is the 4-inch sticks, and this particular color is Amy Gill. Now I tried some other shaky heads, like regular shaky head worm, 5-inch, 6-inch shaky head worm, and wasn't getting bit on it. So, or I was getting, like one I had the tail got bit off. So that told me they were short striking. And two, since I couldn't feel the bite at all, they were you just kind of knew it because your line would be swimming away or you'd feel a little bit of weight. So I decided to downsize, which is why I went with the 4-inch sticks. And that was the ticket. They liked that a lot. They were eating it really well. Got those two good ones in the boat. And then it was just kind of hit or miss. We did a lot of running and gunning, trying to imitate that same situation at other places, and just couldn't get on it. And, you know, we tried, like I said, we tried spinner baits, we tried flukes, we tried jigs, you know, regular style shaky heads. We tried buzz baits, swim baits. We tried a lot of different stuff and just couldn't find the bites we needed. But overall, it was a great experience. Had a lot of fun. The bite's going to get better. I mean, we actually found a largemouth on bed, probably around a 7-pounder female, and probably around a 4-pound buck bass that was there. And they never left. We tried probably 45 minutes to catch them. They weren't having it. I don't know if they had just been pressured so much that they knew the difference in lures, but they weren't having it. We tried jigs at them, we tried spinner baits, we tried little swim baits, leaving them sitting right in the bed, and they would just sit there and look at it, and they weren't having no part of it. It'd have been nice to get them in the boat. But so that's what's odd is we found some fish on bed, we found fish out deep. We never did really see any schooling fish. We saw a lot of shad coming up to the surface, but nothing really schooling on them, nothing busting those shad up. Like I said, we found the bluebacks that were in the blowdowns where they had spawned, and it's just kind of that lull time in Lake Lanier. You know, Lake Lanier is like that a lot of times. It's hard to predict. That lake changes so often. One pattern you may be on today is totally different tomorrow. That's just the way Lake Lanier, that blueback herring lake, that's just the way it fishes. But it's going to get better. The warmer the water temp gets, you know, a lot of fish have spawned. A lot of fish are post-spawn. But once everything stabilizes out, water temperature stabilizes, weather stabilizes, it's really going to be lit up. I mean, top water is going to be kicking hard here within the next couple of weeks. You're going to be able to hammer them on pretty much whatever you want to throw top water, from a fluke to a buzz bait to a walking bait to a whopper plopper to pop R, whatever top water bait you want to throw, you're going to get bit on. Same thing with, you know, if you get some wind, windy points, you're still going to be able to crush them on a spinner bait. Georgia blade spinner bait, I threw a lot today. I really like the way that spinner bait works. Also, the Ultra Vibe is working really good right now too under certain conditions. The Georgia blade Ultra Vibe spinner bait, which is a really neat deal, man. You talk about a spinner bait with a lot of thump, a lot of action that you can feel completely through your rod, into your arm, hand, everything, man. That Ultra Vibe spinner bait's definitely the way to go. But that pretty much sums it up for me. Like I say, that's my Fish North Georgia Lake Lanier fishing report for Saturday, May 2nd, 2020. Hey guys, go check out Fish North Georgia's website. They have a web store now at www.fishnorthgeorgia.com. You can the cool thing is everything I threw today, you can purchase on the website at Fish North Georgia. It's really cool. They the Castleberry shaky heads are on there. The Lanier baits Amy Gill 4-inch sticks are on there. Really cool, guys. Check them out. Purchase you some and get out on the water and enjoy some fishing. Thank you.
Thanks for watching the guide here at Fish North Georgia. Our mission is to build a community of anglers to give you the best and latest information to make your day on the water more successful. Make sure you subscribe to our channel, click the bell so you'll be notified of any future content. Make sure you check us out at fishnorthgeorgia.com, where we carry a large variety of bait manufacturers from here in the North Georgia area. So we appreciate you being part of our community, and we'll see you soon.